Hey guys, Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching
Lost, Season 3, Episode 12. I'm not going to pronounce that.
Avion, I'm
Avion.
guessing. Which we
Avion.
have been told that, yeah, that's how you say it. That we've been told that it basically means by air, potentially in French, maybe. So. Yeah.
Anyway, we got sent some gifts from Amanda. And the first one she sent us
is this.
Charlie
character.
It even says it has authentic sound clips, too.
Amanda has sent a few of these different characters, just like this. Sawyer, Hurley,
yep.
Jack, I believe. And now we got Charlie. So you can see the view back here. Jack, Hurley, and Sawyer. Yeah, so I was right. And Charlie. So thank you for that, Amanda. And also thank you for this one. This one is so cool.
It's a 1971 Volkswagen.
Volkswagen Type 2. Yeah, but it's pretty awesome. It's the van, and I think it's so cool. So we had already opened them because we already knew what Amanda was sending, so we already knew what it was. But we just wanted to show it off because they are super awesome.
It's a 1971 Volkswagen.
So yeah, I had them set up back here.
I love it.
So that everybody can see them. So
yes.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for sending
so
all of this Lost stuff. We appreciate it so much. And it's really definitely starting to fill out our area back here. So
yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think, do you want to get into this episode?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I want to get into it.
I think we need to get into it. Let's do it. Emo Claire.
God, look at her head.
And did she hit somebody?
Oh, wow. Oh, wait a minute. That was the passenger that went through the window.
Oh, her mom? Oh, damn.
Oh, look, Karen. Your mom has finally decided to wake up. Don't you know anyone I would rather do some day season with? And you and I go for a little stroll.
I would love to.
You're going the right way. Remind me why we're keeping him alive? What do you suggest? We shoot him like a dog? No, we should shoot him.
Enough. Nobody's shooting anybody. The map says where they are, and he says the map is right.
Yeah. Okay, I trust that face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we are.
Oh, wow.
Not bad at all.
He's really going all out here.
Morning. Morning yourself.
Why are you here?
The beach. That's been ball running, Peg. I was hoping you might want to join me in the hunt.
No.
Oh, I think hunting might be a better way to spend your day, Charlie. I mean, of all the things you...
Oh my God.
What is it?
I think I know how to get us off this island.
Birds?
Well, she saw the birds and...
I know, she saw birds and then a light bulb went off.
But hurry, and buckets, I'm gonna need those too.
And mops?
We have to catch the birds. What birds? They just flew over right now, and you're gonna hear seabirds are migratory, which means they're gonna keep heading south. They're tagged.
Tagged?
Scientists tag these birds so they can track them. So when they eventually land in Australia or New Zealand or wherever, somebody's gonna gather them up. You can send a message.
Standing off to the side, all creepy
so here's
like.
The plan. Charlie, can you go get some knives? Charlie.
I didn't even know this stuff about birds, Claire.
I watched a lot of nature shows with my mum.
Doesn't exactly make you an expert. It's like, I want to see you wasting your time, that's all. Just to the point.
Maybe not handling this the right way, Charlie.
Can I ask you how the accident happened?
A truck forced us off the road.
Okay. Who was driving?
Me?
Spoke with the truck driver. He's fine, by the way. He said that when you hit him...
No, he hit us.
About what speed would you say that happened?
It just came out of nowhere. I didn't.
That's not the question I asked, Miss Little.
I don't know how fast I was trying. Why are you even asking me these questions?
These questions are standard procedure when there's a fatality.
My mother is in surgery. She's not dead.
Right. So she is.
Yeah, this is not my fault.
I feel like you just,
Yes, it was.
you would think that the doctors would talk to her before the cops about her mom, just in case, you know, something like that happened.
Imagine 60 years from now, you're told he was still alive. But in your heart, you know that he wouldn't remember you. He wouldn't know you. He wouldn't even know that you ever cared about him. I haven't asked you questions about my daughter because I do not want to know the answers.
I was recruited when I was 24. I was approached by a
I didn't
man.
ask you when, I asked you how.
They brought me on the submarine.
So you're people that can just come and go whenever they want?
Oh, yes. But 2 weeks ago, our underwater beacon stopped emitting its locator seed. There was an event, an electromagnetic pulse. It would be impossible to come back.
Why would you want to come back?
What I meant to say is, you're not capable of understanding.
And why am I not capable?
Kate. Because you are not on the list.
And what's the list?
What list? Ben's so magnificent. Then why did he need one of us to save him?
Ben is not. I will try to make this as simple as I can. You are not on the list because you are flawed. Because you are angry. Don't speak to us as if you know us. Of course I don't know you, Saeed Jarrah. How could I? You, Kate Austen, are a complete stranger to me.
But somehow I know your full names.
But you, John Locke. But I must be confused, because the John Locke I know was
Was what?
Was
What?
Paralyzed?
What the shit was that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's something going on here. It's gorgeous. What is that?
Giant penises?
What?
That's just my first thought when I saw them.
My mom was a librarian.
Was?
She's like, that's all you get. Only piece of information.
Wow.
So she's not dead, but she's...
Where were you?
Your mother suffered a severe head trauma. We'll have to wait for the swelling in her brain to go down before we can determine the full extent of her injuries. But I'm afraid we're looking at fairly widespread damage.
What does that mean?
It means that right now these machines are sustaining her life.
Well, it won't always be. I mean, when she wakes up, she
I
won't be.
can't say with any real confidence that she will wake up.
But we can't pay for that.
Don't worry. Her expenses have already been taken care of.
By whom?
I've been asked to keep that confidential.
Okay. Really? With the gunshots?
Boar hunt.
Oh, no! Is he with you?
He's back at the camp. Look, I'm really sorry.
So it's just you?
I was following a boar, Claire.
Oh, so it's just a coincidence then. Where is it?
Yeah, where is
In
it?
Norway.
You don't want me to catch the birds, do you? You and Charlie. What's going on?
Why wouldn't I want you to catch the bugs? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it.
She's like, whoa, buddy, settle down.
What are these pylons? What do you think they are?
And now we're going to get a straight answer is what we're thinking? Okay.
Security perimeter. It's an alarm system. Or a trap. Either way, we'd be safer going around it. You're right. It was a security perimeter. Like everything else on this island, it hasn't functioned in years. Of course it has. You wish to waste your time, be my guest. He appears to be telling the truth.
Okay.
John! Thank you.
What's going on? He just suicided. I think. No? What in the shit is going on?
Oh my God.
You see the blood, like, freaking
Yeah, out of his
shooting out of
ears?
his ear?
Sorry.
Okay, now I'm confused. As if I wasn't before.
Why did you do that? We needed him.
He knew too much, didn't he, John?
I don't know that.
Well, you don't know it either. Why are you really here? You here for Jack? Why else would I be here?
That's what he's asking.
We'll talk about this later. Just tell me how we're going to go through this.
We're not going to go through it. We're going over it.
Oh, wait a minute, I got it. Here, I got it.
Is there something you don't want them to see?
I thought you didn't know there was any C4.
Oh, shit.
Well, I stand
John?
corrected. You never know when a little C4 might come in handy. You'll have to do better than that.
What are you doing, John?
Yeah.
And keeping everybody in the dark?
No, you and Desmond. What's going on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you don't know anything about Desmond shooting off his gun and scaring
Quit
Whitebird?
lying to her, Charlie.
All morning.
You're lying to me, Charlie.
I am not lying.
Yes, you are. Quit
I
lying,
don't
Charlie.
advocate false hope, Claire. That's all.
I'm sorry I bothered you with my stupid ideas, and it won't ever happen again. And Charlie, I don't want my baby around lions.
I think you might be overreacting.
Overreacting?
Claire!
Just go! What are you, doctor?
Well, the American. He's in with your mom now.
Excuse me.
What?
The nurse said,
What are you doing here?
I was just on my way out, Lindsay.
Carol knew you were here.
She'd what?
what's going on here? Who is he?
It doesn't matter. Just go.
Maybe you should tell her, Lindsay. She deserves to know.
Please, just leave us alone.
You are not you.
Are you the one taking care of all this?
Yes.
And why?
We know why.
And who are you?
I am your father.
I'm your father, Claire.
What in the shit?
Give those senses a white butt.
I'll go first.
Better be careful about right here.
Good?
Waving at each other like they're not 10 feet
Like,
apart.
we just saw what you did. We know you're good.
Buy you a cup of coffee?
I have nothing to say to you.
Claire, I'm leaving tonight and I'll be out of your life forever. Just...
I want to hear this.
I came over because I wanted to help.
Help with what?
Claire, your mother is alive, but she's not really living. It is illegal to turn off her machines, but I know of ways to
Just stop it.
Is he serious?
Come here to help me. Why don't you just go? Go back to your family. No.
It's great seeing you again.
Okay. The men in this show just proven that they don't know how to handle situations, ever. Is Desmond hunting boar on the coast?
Oh yeah, of course he is.
He hasn't realized yet that Claire's following him?
I mean, she's right there.
Stay back!
What's wrong with that?
Stay back!
How did you know it was going to be here?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you did.
How would I?
I don't know, but you walked straight here. No doubt at all about where you were going. You came right to this beach and right to this rock. And lo and behold, there's the bird.
See that spot over there? That's where Charlie slipped and fell in. He got pounded again and again by the rocks and broke his neck.
What? What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Charlie died.
What in the fuck is going on, Lacey?
He's still saving Charlie's life, basically. All of this is what this is about.
Desmond told me everything. About all his visions, that he knew you were going to get hit by lightning, that you were going to drown, trying to rescue you in the ocean.
Don't believe all that, do you?
You do. No longer... Yep, okay, so we're... She's been in a coma for a long time,
Yes,
it
she
looks
has.
like.
Turn the telly off. I'm pregnant.
Very pregnant.
So sorry for all the awful things I said to you in the car. That I hated you, wished you weren't my mother, and wished you were dead. It's all my fault.
I could imagine that being really
I'm
tough.
sorry, Mom.
Being the last thing you ever said to her
I'm
before
so
the accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To whom it may concern, we are survivors of Oceanic Flight 815. We have survived on this island for 80 days. We were 6 hours into the flight when the pilot said we were off course and turned back towards Fiji. We had turbulence and crashed. We've been waiting here all this time, waiting for rescue that has not come. We do not know where we are. We only know you have not found us. We've done our best to live on this island. Some of us have come to accept we may never leave it. Not all of us have survived since the crash. There is new life, too. And with it, there is hope. We are alive. Please don't give up on us. It's perfectly.
No, I'm not giving up on you either, Charlie. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. We'll get through this together.
That might work.
Yeah, being that they're tagged, wouldn't they know every place the birds have been, too? You know?
What?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's playing catch with Tom.
Oh my God. So much has went on.
Yeah, I agree. A lot has gone on. They found the other's camp.
Well, that's the last thing we saw.
Yes.
That's easy to remember. There's a lot that went on.
I know.
Oh, they put so much.
Christian is officially come out as Claire's father. I know you were kind of debating that before because of the confrontation he had in Australia with Ana Lucia. So you were kind of already like, is it? You know, but it was confirmed for us in this episode. Very Claire-centric episode.
Yeah. I love her character, by the way.
Yes.
It's innocent, yet...
She's been through a lot in her lifetime. That's definitely understandable. And I get why she was getting so frustrated with Charlie because, like, just be honest with her, whether she believes it or not, whether she thinks you're crazy or not. Honesty's always going to come off 100% better than if you're just going to sit there and continue to lie and to downplay everything. You know, just be honest. And that's, in the end, we saw that that's how it would have been better from the get-go. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The eye patch guy is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
We still don't know. We know he was Mikhail, however you say his name.
What?
It definitely looked like a suicide sort of thing, like he expected something like that to happen. So that was kind of interesting. I
just find the whole thing very, like, I'm just trying to ride this out and find out what's going on, because I feel like I'm never getting anywhere trying to guess what's
right.
You know what the end game is, what's going on.
It's still fun to make them predictions,
it
though,
is,
and them guesses.
But then you have your moments like right now where like everything that you're
like,
thinking
what?
about, you're second guessing.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like their setup is so guarded and like, I mean,
it's very
this is weird. It almost feels like our people, Oceanic, whatever, 815, I don't know, 815, crash landed, okay? And these people just seem like test subjects to them of some sort.
Okay.
But that doesn't explain all the unworldly shit that's going on this island. Like the black dust, the John Locke being, from wheelchair to, walking and jumping.
There's a lot of supernatural elements.
Lots. So everything that
island.
I think that I could be onto absolutely gets destroyed in my own brain.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
And also, like, why hasn't anybody found any clues or anything about this plane and the people on it? Are they looking for them? Are they... You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know, the only way I could...
You would think that they would find them by now. You know
well,
what I mean?
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Or at least some clues.
It would be better today.
At least something.
But there's been flights go down and literally over land that, you know, or supposedly, and they've never been able to find.
Eventually, eventually pieces of the wreckage are found.
You
or
think?
Big planes like that have a black box. And there's a lot of questions still about... Well, and maybe they have just been looking in the wrong place. I don't know.
Well, I do have a feeling that this whole bird thing with the message... That
it might...
I think that has a better chance than any damn thing that's been going on.
Far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because it's tagged...
It's almost out of the box, almost old-fashioned.
It's tracked, right? It's tracked for, based on its migratory movements. So
it's a non-conventional...
It should know... when they go back through and check that tracker, okay, this is the path this bird took to get to where it is today.
Or they get a lot closer.
Yeah, you would think. So it is a very smart idea.
I think this was their best whatever, so you might want to remember this.
Their best plan.
Yeah, to date.
I agree. It's a very good plan.
Because it's non-convention. I mean, it's not by phone, it's not by radio, it's not by, communication or anything.
And I think
it's just plain old going back to, like, the migratory natural balance of,
And that's kind of, I suppose, what makes it probably more frustrating for Claire.
Does it make me feel like, though, had John Locke seen that message get put on that bird, that
he would have probably tried to sabotage it?
Why do I feel that way? Why am I saying that, though? Because I feel like the more I'm watching John Locke, I feel like the more he's in on whatever's happening somewhat. And I could be really wrong about it.
He is very, apt to...
self-sabotage, though?
Yeah, because he wants to stay. It's not more so... I feel like he wants to stay because he obviously was paralyzed before this and he can walk now. He feels like he has a purpose now. I get it, but at the same time, it's very selfish because you're not considering anybody else and what is best for them, unless maybe he is and he thinks this is best for everybody. I mean, we've seen many times how he's tried to help people through their shit and stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, the more I see Saeed questioning his...
The more you question.
Yeah, because
Saeed's a smart dude and he catches on to shit.
Not to be rude, but Saeed is kind of an expert in seeing through a few things, where most people are just kind of like, oh, hum along.
Yeah.
He's questioning.
He reads between the lines.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice to have those eyes doing that.
Right.
And therefore, I'm getting a rub off of Saeed, kind of, that, well, maybe I need to watch a little bit closer, even though I'm very a big John Locke fan because I really do like his character.
It's a very interesting character.
It is. So, it is, and it's very polarizing in this whole show. I mean, so far he's been the one that I hang on every word. I know I'm going on and on, but I'm just trying to explain to you that a lot of you have seen this. But if you're going back through this journey with myself and you're looking at this with fresh eyes, to me, he's the most fascinating character of the series, other than maybe Echo. I thought he was
up until this point, I would say for sure because...
But he takes me out of my element.
Because you're why?
Because I feel like I could, if minus him, I feel like I could put pieces together a little bit more, but then again, I don't know.
He has a way of making things deeper than what maybe either they are or maybe they need to be deeper and just nobody else is seeing it. Or,
but there's so many
he has a way of...
Lacey, did you see the parallels that were built in this episode?
Yeah.
Once again, we go down the path of the crossing paths.
Mm-hmm.
And even in this, the one-eyed guy that had blood squirting out of his ears, getting ready to say that John was paralyzed.
Yeah,
Tara
and
stopped.
John was very quick to
Kind of stare that down.
Yeah, so it
doesn't that make you? I mean,
it makes you think like, did he do that on purpose to get rid of Mikkel, or however, or was it really to test?
No, he did.
Just to test it.
The guy was vulnerable. He had his hands tied behind his back.
But John had been saying from the beginning, even before Mikkel said anything, that why are we keeping this guy alive? Like, he didn't like the fact that they were keeping him alive even from the beginning. So whether it had anything to do with that or not, I think this was all against what John wanted from the beginning, and he would have preferred that.
Patch Dude hasn't even been around him and knew Saeed, new names.
Yeah, the guy obviously knew exactly who they were and everything they've been through. Obviously, he knew a lot more than he was letting on.
So I'm saying there's more to this than what meets the eye.
I mean, it seems like they have the whole files.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
Juliet had files that she was like, oh, this is your file. This has your whole entire life in it. So I'm assuming that they have files on everybody. How did they get these files?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
I don't know how these, if it is what I think it could be, it's the weirdest, the weirdest thing ever, because how would you pick just these people? You know what I mean? To have on this flight with all the cross interactions, it's just.
I think it might be more complicated than that, but yeah, I think.
Oh no,
I get what you're saying. But yeah, I feel like it's probably more complicated than that. But I mean, who knows? I mean, we'll obviously find out at some point how everything ties into the plane, the people on the plane, the people on the island, and like what is the meaning behind
whatever
all
is
this?
going on.
Yeah.
People are going an extraordinary, way beyond
what you would think
for anything
needed to be done ever for anything, but it's like 5-10 steps ahead all the time.
This is either a lot of it is in their head and it's a mental thing, a lot of stuff going on, but they are flawed. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
And I feel
you're not on the list because you're flawed. Yeah.
I feel like because these individuals all had flaws, and I've been saying that from the get-go, I feel like there's something being done behind the scenes.
But like, what's the criteria for being flawed? Because a lot of the people that they took, they took all the kids, so they're saying that the kids aren't flawed at all, okay, because they took the kids, but they also took people like Cindy, who was the flight attendant, right? She wasn't flawed at all according to your system. So what is the system? What is this criteria for being flawed?
Well, a lot of money went into this.
Or angry.
A lot of money went into this because it's obvious. The food, the ability to get all these items there. Mm-hmm. These bunkers.
Continuing to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in catching this next episode and continuing the journey. And I'm sure I'm going to get more lost as we go along, but I'm trying to keep certain things compartmentalized, like little things people say and little things that have happened, like in this episode, and see if it plays out later in season 6, Right. But anyway, I want to thank Amanda for the wonderful gifts that we got from Lost. I really do enjoy the show. I love to think. I know nothing about this fucking show and how it ends up. So to be honest with you, I'm super excited about it. Still have a ways to go, but we're chipping away, man. Mm-hmm. And this is pretty cool. It'll be interesting when we get finished with all this, to have the big conversation about a lot of the things that went down throughout. I have no idea how it's going to end up, but I think it'll be fun when we get to the end to talk about everything.
I think it will too. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. Please leave a like on this video. Leave your comments and questions down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. share the video, and squish that bell. And we hope you guys all have an amazing and awesome day.
Seriously, hope amazing happens to you. Until next time, and Lost, peace out.
Trim them bonsais.